Ladies and gentlemen, Mambo number 5.
I believe the individual is the answer to the challenges of healthcare.
Well, there you go. That's Elizabeth Holmes. That's the, 19-year-old female entrepreneur that took Silicon Valley by storm. Holy shit. $9 billion. She started this company, Theranos. $9 billion. It was valued in 2015, and then the next year, valued at zero. Holy shit. I've lost like a dollar. I lost some change, here and there, but $9 billion. Hey, remember that $9 billion I gave you? Oh, you lost it? You went and invested nothing? You invested in nothing? You just took $9 billion and you threw it over a cliff? You took $9 billion and you flushed it down a toilet? I've never flushed $9 billion down a toilet before. In some respects, maybe Elizabeth Holmes should be given a medal because she's fucked over Rupert Murdoch, who, gave her $125 million, fucked over Henry Kissinger, right? Jim Mattis. I've even seen Bill Clinton and Joe Biden, saying some, shit, some public clips about her intelligence or some shit. Elizabeth Holmes is a, know-it-all. She was a know-it-all, wasn't taking in, any advice. She knew what she, came to Silicon Valley to do. She had, Theranos, right? All you had to do is just take a pinprick, one drop of blood, no more shots, no more needles, one drop of blood, and you can cure cancer. She didn't know how to do any of that stuff. She was just, kind of dreaming this shit up, but it was supposed to be, the future of healthcare. And then you had, Safeway and Walgreens had invested a shit ton of money. So maybe she should be given a medal for, taking all these oligarchs and these plutocratic, war criminals in some respects. She took them for a ride. She gave them a hose job. She hosed the shit out of these warmongering, war criminal sons of bitches. So where the American criminal justice system failed. So what's really going on here? Well, let's listen to some more Elizabeth Holmes. Let's listen to Elizabeth Holmes in her own words.
But we can't engage the individual in changing outcomes unless individuals have access to the information they need to do so.
She believes in individuals. I believe in individuals, but individuals can't make their individual decisions without the information that they need to know about the decisions that they're making to have the information to...
The right to protect the health and well-being of every person, of those we love, is a basic human right. A right defined in the United Nations Universal Declaration on Human Rights. Yet in the United States today, healthcare is the leading cause of bankruptcy, and the lack of it, the leading cause of the suffering associated with finding out too late in the disease progression process that someone you love is really, really sick. I grew up spending summers and the holidays with my uncle. I remember his love of crossword puzzles and trying to teach us to play football. I remember how much he loved the beach. I remember how much I loved him. He was diagnosed one day with skin cancer, which all of a sudden was brain cancer.
Skin cancer, brain cancer, the charisma. That's the biggest thing that I noticed. Did you see the charisma? Elizabeth Holmes, how could you deny the charisma? I could see what Rupert Murdoch saw in her. I could see what Henry Kissinger and Jim Mattis saw in her. I can see. I get you. Rupert Murdoch, he, shoots from the hip, goes from the gut. He took a look at, on paper. Look, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on, right? She seems like, female CEO, progressive, right? But the voice, well, what's up her voice? I don't know if you noticed, but she has like a man, like a man's voice, like a baritone voice, right? So she's got that man's voice, she's got that baritone voice, and there's actually an interview where she talks differently. But is it her intelligence? Is it her charisma? Is it her, manners? Maybe she just has such incredible manners. Maybe, perhaps it's her testicular fortitude, right? Maybe it's her testicular fortitude. So not only does she have that baritone voice, but she also's got those, huge blue eyes, right? Malcolm X would say it was white people are the blue-eyed devils. Well, she's got the biggest blue eyes of them all, right? So, on paper she looks gorgeous, but I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Well, the bigger the blue eyes, the bigger the devil, right? The bigger the blue eyes, the bigger the devil. She is a total psycho, but she got a lot of these men infatuated with her. And so they gave her a shit ton of fucking money because she's blonde, blue-eyed. That's it. She had no idea. She didn't know, no engineering experience. She had, she thunk a thought. That's it. She thunk a thought. But what's going on is when she was younger, right, she's got that, baritone voice. Hey, hello, everybody. Hello, classmates. I'm here. So, when she's... then she's got that big, blue eyes. Not gorgeous big blue eyes, but like too big, right? They're too big. And so when she's looking at you, she's like, gives you imagine if she is wide-eyed. When Elizabeth Holmes get wide-eyed, holy fuck, watch the fuck out. I bet that was, terrifying. Why are you? So, baritone voice, these, huge, overly big blue eyes. So she wasn't appreciated on paper, right? She's gorgeous, but then when she didn't get much attention. But then as soon as she became an adult and was talking about business and corporations and shit, well, other businessmen and corporations and shit thought what she was saying was interesting. She invented a machine, or she invented the invention of the machine. One blood drop, that's all we needed to figure everything out, huh? One drop of blood, huh? So yeah, that's Elizabeth Holmes. She's on trial right now because of all the fraud that the company had done. But I don't know. Murdoch, Kissinger, Jim Mattis, old Mad Dog Mattis, huh? Old Mad Dog Mattis got fucking taken for a ride. Old Mad Dog Mattis was a sucker, huh? Old Mad Dog Mattis was thinking with his dick. Now, when it comes to censoring, that fucking ghoster, I don't know if AOC has taxed the rich or not, but she did censor that guy for tweeting that video that wasn't, was it a death threat? It was like fantasy. It was borderline. Was it a death threat? I don't know. Well, we still have a lot of, poverty and homelessness, and the war still continues. So don't worry, that Gosar has been censored, which is probably correct, but tax the rich, isn't that? And we're going to tax the rich sometime.